Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Jillian, and today I'm bringing you another story time, and this one gets me very agitated to talk about, but I wanted to share it because, sorry, my phone went off and it just distracted me, but I wanted to, let me put it on silent actually. I wanted to share it because I don't know if anybody went through a similar situation, or just to make people aware in case it happens to them. By the way, I'm sorry if you hear my dog running around. He's in one of his playful moods, and no matter which room I go into, he follows me, so please bear with me. But this story is about the problems I have with Sephora. And not just any Sephora, this is the Sephora inside JCPenney's. Now, here he goes, he's running around. I don't know if anybody else has ever had problems with Sephora's inside JCPenney, but I feel like they're way different than the big Sephora stores you see inside malls, inside, standalone stores. So I'm just going to tell you what happened to me. And before I get into it, I just want to say, no, I did not make this a big deal, even though I should have. No, I did not get a manager or a corporate involved, even though I should have. Yeah, this is one of the situations where when something happens to you, you just want to get it over with and get yourself home and just try to forget about it. Even though I didn't, because here I am telling the story. So, fast forward, or rewind, I should say. I went to the Sephora inside JCPenney, and, I'm browsing. There was nothing really I was particularly shopping for. I just like to look around and then hit up the clearance section, because that clearance section, guys, I'm telling you, you'll find some good things in there. So, I went to the clearance section, and I found two makeup brushes. One was a blending brush, and one was an angled eyebrow brush. So I put them in those tiny little baskets that they have with the handle. I put them in the basket, and I'm browsing around. I'm browsing through that little section by the registers, the danger zone, because, you buy things you don't really need. I'm browsing there, and I look over outside of the Sephora, and I see a sale on watches. Now this was either near clearance. Hi, how are you? This was either near Christmas or my boyfriend's birthday, because I remember I was looking for a watch for him, for one of the two. So I was like, oh cool, they got watches over there. Let me take a look. And it was right outside the Sephora store. So if Sephora is right here, it's literally the table just outside that line. So I'm browsing through the watches, because I know in the Sephora's in JCPenney, you can buy, you could purchase things in there. So if you get like if you get a shirt or something around the store, you can pay for it in Sephora, but not vice versa. Like, you can't buy makeup and pay for it in the JCPenney side. Understandable. So, I was like, let me just look for a watch, because I'd rather make one purchase than two separate ones. Clearly. So, I have my little basket in my hand. And so, I'm browsing the watches, and I'm walking around the table. And all of a sudden, this employee goes from one end of the store, the Sephora section, and starts power walking it towards me, like super fast. And I'm not thinking it's about me. I'm thinking like, maybe she got a call on her headset, maybe there's a phone call, I don't know. And all of a sudden she makes it right towards me, puts her hand on the basket that I have in my hand, and we're literally both holding the handle. Like, she's in front of me, I'm holding the handle, she's holding the handle. And she's like, I'm going to need to take this from you. I'm sorry, why? I'm like, why do you have to take it from me? I'm right here. Like, she goes, you can't have Sephora products outside of Sephora, because we may take it as you're trying to take it from us. And I'm like, what? Like, I'm so confused with what's happening here. So I looked at her, I was like, but I'm just looking at watches. She goes, no, 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 I understand what you're doing, but I'm gonna take your basket and I'm gonna put it by the register. So when you come back into Sephora, then you can have your basket and either continue shopping or just check out so it's easier for the both of us. Okay. So I'm literally trying to explain to her. I'm like, ma'am, I'm just looking right here. Like, I'm not leaving. I have the basket. I'm not going anywhere. Like, I don't steal. The last time I probably stole something, I was young and dumb and stupid. But she was not budging. She was not smiling about it. Her hand was still on the basket. So finally, I just let go because I'm like, I'm not going to cause a scene inside this whole damn store. So, sorry guys, that's my dog. So I'm like, okay. So the whole time I give her my basket, I can't even focus on what I was looking for my boyfriend because I was just mind blown of what just had happened. So then I'm like, you know what? I'm not even gonna look for the watches anymore because that just put me off. So I just go up to the register and my basket of the 2 brushes that I had wasn't even on the top counter or anything. She put it underneath, I don't know what's behind the register, but it was like underneath, like kind of near her knees. And so I'm waiting and she's like dealing with another customer and then she walks away. So I'm like, okay, clearly you know what I'm waiting for, but okay, cool. So then another employee walks up to me and says, hi, can I help you with something? You know how they are. And I'm like, I'm just waiting on my basket that was taken away from me, so what's going on? And then she's like, oh, okay. Clearly she doesn't really know the situation. So I'm like, okay, I'm done. Like, I'm just gonna buy the 2 brushes and I just need to get the hell out of there because rude. So then I'm buying the brushes, and the kicker of it all is, I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but the sample problem in Sephora drives me absolutely crazy. So I asked for samples with this purchase, and this is with a different employee, not the one that was telling me I was stealing or trying to make it seem that way. So I said, oh, do you guys do samples? Like, what's going on? And she looks at me and she goes, oh, sure. Opens up her drawer and hands me a moisturizer for my face. She goes, this will help your dry skin, and puts it and drops it in the bag. And that was it. It was a tiny packet for facial moisturizer. Didn't even ask me what 3 things I wanted. Then bags it up with the tissue paper and hands it off. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, am I in the Twilight Zone? I don't understand. So I'm like, okay, thanks, I guess. Like, rude. Not only was I stealing, but now I got dry skin. Thanks for the judgment. So as I'm leaving the store, walking out of Sephora, onto JCPenney's floor, towards the exit, I just turned around and I see the employees clearly talking about me because they're facing each other and then they're looking at me like leaving the exit like, and I'm like, why? Why, dude? Why? So that was incident 1 with Sephora. Number 2, going back to the sample problem. Now, I don't know if this happens in every single Sephora because the only one around me is the one in JCPenney. So I don't know if they all do this, or maybe I just keep getting bad employees that just don't care about customers or just don't want to be bothered. But the samples are always irritating me. So this time, I asked if I can have a sample of my choice. And she said, yes, I can choose up to 3 samples if I buy something. So I said, okay, fine. So I really wanted to try this perfume that was brand new by, it was In Bloom. Who makes In Bloom? I'm having a brain fart. Somebody help me. Put it in the comments. I'm just irritated. So I said, okay, let me try this perfume. So I bring it up to her along with this Smashbox primer I really wanted to try. So she does the primer in the tiny little cup, fine, puts it in my bag. Then I hand her the perfume, and she does it underneath the thing. Like, she takes this tube out, and I can hear, like, and that's it. So I'm like, what? Okay. And she puts it in my bag, and I'm not thinking anything of it because it's literally like, put it in, dump it in right here, right here. And she hands me my bag. She goes, okay, thanks, whatever they say. And I go to my car. I'm like, oh, let me smell this perfume again because I really like it. This girl, I wish I still had it, but I don't, because literally she did 2 spritz, which is enough for 1, 2. It was this much in a tube this big. And I don't know if that's what they're supposed to do because the tube is so small. I don't know. Somebody out there, please tell me. But I was like, how are you going to try perfume when literally I'm only going to get two squirts out of it, 1 day's worth, if it lasts that long. Like, that's not gonna like last that long for me to, you know, enjoy it, want to come back and buy it. Like, I don't know, guys. Is this just a JCPenney problem, or am I just having bad luck, or is this all kind of Sephora's? Because I haven't been to a standalone store, if you want to call it that. I don't know what you guys call it. In forever, because the one that's like that is like over an hour away, probably. Yeah, it's out all the way in Tampa, which is an hour out for me. And if I need something quick, I'm not gonna drive an hour. You know what I mean? So I've only ever dealt with the JCPenney ones, which are awful. Like, and those people that I've had problems with still work there. So if I see them, I'm just like, nope, not today, baby. We will walk around JCPenney, and if there's nothing, I will leave, because I don't know if they recognize me. I don't know if they have my face in the back wall somewhere that says this girl tried to steal her basket. I don't know. I was just irritated. No, I didn't get anybody involved. Should I? Probably. I don't know. It probably wouldn't have went anywhere, honestly. And I don't know why I'm making this rant or story time, whatever you want to call it. I'm just tired. So, if anybody else had a JCPenney problem, I mean, you know what I mean, the Sephora inside JCPenney problem, please let me know. Please leave me a comment or a personal message to make me feel like I'm not the only one. Because I really don't want to hate on, like, that store or these people that work hard for their job or anything like that. So, maybe it's just me. Maybe I just have bad luck. I don't know. There's my dog being crazy. Alright, guys, that's all I have for today. If you like these kind of story times or want me to make more, because my life is weird and things happen and I have a ton of stories, like, for instance, I will show you, because every time something weird happens to me, I take a note. Like, I don't know if you can see this. It's all stories that happened to me. So, if you guys want to hear more, or in the future, please give this video a thumbs up so I know that you're interested in that. And if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I know YouTube is changing and people aren't getting notified for anything anymore. I don't know. And their algorithm's all off now, because I can never find people I'm subscribed to. I literally have to type in their name. It's so freaking weird. Anyway, you guys, so I will see you guys in my next video. Please leave some comments below. What do you want to see next for me? I'm interested, you know? All right, guys, thanks. Bye. Do you see this? This will go on a long time. Just running around. Oh, there's another dog. You guys, I'm getting such a headache from these extensions. Oh, God. Oh. I don't know if anybody ever wears hair extensions, but after a long day of wearing them, they kind of hurt. Not gonna lie. Why are they so damn hard, ow, to get into your freaking head? Here's one Ah! Brush these out before I put them away. I told Chris I lost one in public. He didn't believe me. There's one missing out of my head. I think there's one. Ugh. Is there one missing out of my head? Oh my God. Nope, it just fell down. Look how ratchet that is. Okay, that's all I had. It was 4 pieces. Can you imagine, like you're walking in a mall and you just see this lying on the floor? I'm sure it's happened to people. Like, how embarrassing is that? Oh God. I'm gonna be like one of those crazy YouTubers.
Be like, ask me if you want a review.